Well, if you drive the Capitol Beltway, and most of us do, time to watch your speed or pay up. Beginning today, state of Maryland will be ticketing vehicles going 67 miles per hour or more on the Capitol Beltway near Suitland Road. They're giving us a break. That's 12 miles per hour over the posted 55 speed limit. Cameras were installed at that construction zone 3 weeks ago, but now officers say the warning period is over. The real tickets are going out effective today. The fine, $40. Drivers told us recently it's just too much money and cameras don't belong on the Beltway.
It's kind of shaky. I don't feel it. I'm not liking it.
On the Beltway, it depends on how the traffic flow going. That's how normally people drive. Too much money, way too much money. I don't think they should have it on the Beltway. I understand residential areas. I think you should have them, but on the Beltway, nah.
We want to know, do you drive the speed limit on the Beltway? It's 55 miles per hour. I don't know anybody who goes 55. Vote right now, WUSA9.com/vote, or vote on the WUSA9 app. Speed cameras, big source of revenue in this area. Everybody knows it's been a bone of contention for years. According to a recent AAA report, D.C. led the region in speed camera revenue growth. John Townsend's here. He told me he collected, what, almost $100 million last year alone? More than 1 million tickets issued last year. We recently found the #1 speed camera in D.C. It sits right off 295 on Kenilworth Avenue Northeast. That one camera generated $20 million last year. Some call it a speed trap because of the quick change in speed limit when exiting the highway. Going off script again, John Townsend, you've seen him over the years, AAA Mid-Atlantic. John, thanks for coming and joining us.
Bruce. Thank you.
Let's dispel some of the rumors and some of the arguments going on, and you'd be the guy who would know this. Who are the worst drivers, D.C., Maryland, or Virginia drivers?
Well, Maryland motorists get the most tickets. Are they the worst drivers? We don't know. Or are the speed cameras in the district orientated toward Maryland and not toward Virginia? And that's true, because you don't have any speed cameras on the bridges. The only way you can come into the city from Virginia is across a bridge, right?
Right.
So on all the major commuter routes, whether it's 50, 295, or all of Georgia Avenue, whatever, you're coming into the city, it's from Maryland, and that's where the speed cameras are.
Right. You know, you get on that Beltway. The speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
That's true.
It's even if you believe in 55, it's ridiculous because you get run over if you're only going 55.
No one drives 55 on a Beltway. Remember, Bruce, that the speed limit was lowered in '74 as a result of the Arab oil embargo in '73, and then in '86 and '87, jurisdictions had the authority to raise the speed limit again to 65. The state didn't do that for the Beltway in either Maryland or in Virginia, and so consequently it's 55, and that's what people drive, or they don't drive rather, and so it becomes a dangerous roadway because of that.
Right, so what should it be? What should it be?
It should be at the, what is called in highway engineering terms, the 85th percentile speed. That's the speed that 85% of drivers drive. Let me tell you why that's important, because someone like you or me at our age, we've been driving so long, you're much younger than I am, but we can intuit what the speed limit should be, and given the configuration of the roadway, we all would say that it should never be 55, it should be at least 65.
All right, so if it's 65, that means I'm going 75.
That's right, and that's why people don't want to raise it.
Because 75 is dangerous for a lot of people.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
Given the conditions and given the congestion and the configuration of the roadway.
Right, okay. What do they do with all this money that they make from the cameras and the tickets?
Well,
$100 million last year alone in D.C.
In terms of the District of Columbia goes into the general fund. And that money then becomes organic because the next year the expectation is that you have to raise the same amount of money. So we have budgetized the money, we've monetized traffic fines, and that's not the way to do business.
They anticipate how much money they're coming in, then they got to go out and collect that money. If not, you got to go back and start cutting stuff, right?
Because think of if you ran the program and you brought in $100 million one year and brought in $25 million the next year, would you have your job?
Yeah, Maryland motorists would want me to ask this question. Why do they get most of the tickets in D.C.?
Because of the paths they take into the city.
Okay.
The roads.
Okay. There's no water, there's no bridge and all that. They come right down Wisconsin Avenue, Connecticut, and everything. Yeah, the D.C. government thanks you for that.
Right. Is it a commuter tax, as Marion Barry used to say?
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. John, thanks a lot. Shows you've been around for a while.